Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Happy Wednesday. So in today's video, we are going to be talking about makeup for beginners. So I'm going to be recommending to you, if you are a beginner to makeup, if you just do not have a makeup bag or you need to refresh your makeup bag, but again, you're just not, you're just kind of like exploring what's there, what's affordable, what's at the drugstore, what's good, because I know it can get very overwhelming. So if you guys are just getting into makeup and exploring the drugstore section and you guys want to know what's good, what's the tea, keep on watching. So I'm not going to spend too much time like talking and really getting into every little detail about the product. This is just me recommending these products to you if you're like just getting into makeup, you're a teenager and you're just trying to explore into the beauty world, but you just don't know what to get. These are products that I think will be good for someone who is, they're products that are easy to work with, foolproof, affordable, and just easy for beginners. I'm gonna go in the order of how you would do your makeup. And I do have like a full face here. Just because I'm showing you guys a full face of makeup does not mean necessarily that you guys have to go and buy like a full face of makeup or you need to use a full face of makeup every single day. You don't need to. If you guys are just looking for specific products and specific categories, just take out what you need from this video. But in case you are looking for a full makeup bag of a full face and you are starting from scratch, then hopefully this helps you. So for primers, if I was just like starting out or if I had to get rid of all my makeup and I wasn't doing YouTube and I wasn't a makeup junkie, these are the two primers that I think I would just keep in my collection and I would be okay with it. So one is from e.l.f. It is the Poreless Putty Primer. Guys, I love this primer so much. This primer is so good at like smoothing your skin, helping fill in those pores if you do have larger pores, and it just gives you a beautiful canvas for your makeup. So this is what it looks like, and you just take a little scoop out and just rub it in. It is super affordable. I will have the prices somewhere on the screen as I'm showing you guys, but as well as I will try to have everything linked below. But yeah, this is what it looks like and it's so good. So this is a primer that I definitely would start off with if you guys are just starting off with makeup. If you guys are more on the dry side and you guys want something that's going to make your skin look a little bit more luminous, a little bit more glowy, I like this one. So this one is the Radiantly Primed Face Primer from Believe Beauty. And this one just literally makes your skin so glowy, but not like disco ball glowy, just like healthy glowy. And it just lets that radiance show through when you apply your foundation. It literally is so beautiful on the skin and it is so inexpensive. So this one can be found at Dollar General. And yeah, it is seriously amazing. So if you like glowy skin, definitely recommend this primer. I do want to mention a primer that if you guys are dry and you really like, you just don't want a glowy primer, but you want something that's going to give you just hydration. Sometimes you can just use your moisturizer right before you apply your makeup and you can just use your moisturizer as your primer. I recommend this one as well. This one is a really good one from e.l.f. that just really is thick and moisturizing for those days where like you really need it. If you got some dry patches or something on your face, apply this primer before your foundation and you're gonna be good to go. Moving on to foundation. So I have 5 different products to recommend to you. And if I had to get rid of my 40 to 50 foundations and tinted moisturizers and CC creams and just keep 5, these would be the 5 that I would be keeping in my collection. So we'll start off with like the lightest coverage to the most coverage. So first off, the first thing that I'm going to recommend is the Hyaluronic Acid Tinted Moisturizer, and this is the Pretty Fresh line from ColourPop. And this is all it is. It's just a tinted moisturizer, so it's just going to kind of even out your skin tone, calm down that redness, but it's literally going to just make your skin look so hydrated, so glowy, so beautiful. But it's not going to give you much coverage when it comes to like acne or scars. But if you're just starting out or if you're a teenager and you really don't need like a full cake on full coverage foundation, this is something that I definitely recommend starting out with. It's so good. I love it. One that is a little bit more affordable, but also a little bit more smaller, is the Tinted Hydrator from Wet n Wild. This one is from their Bare Focus line. This one came out in December of 2020. And guys, this is amazing. If you guys watched my past videos, you know how much I love this tinted hydrator. It is seriously so good. It does, I feel, in my opinion, give you more coverage than the one from ColourPop. But if you still want to keep to the same category but want a little bit more coverage, this one is a good one to get. It's kind of weird that I'm flip-flopping some of these in a way, but like I'll explain to you in like a second. So next I'm going to show you guys foundations, and I think I want to say this one's probably maybe, I don't know, when it comes to coverage they might be kind of the same. If not, Wet n Wild might have a little bit more. But for foundation, I have the Believe Beauty Skin Finish Foundation. So this foundation is still going to make your skin look like skin. You're not going to look matte. You're not going to look super dewy. And it's not a full coverage foundation, so you're still going to be able to see a little bit of your skin. It's still going to look beautiful, and you're not going to feel like you have a complete mask on, because when you're just dipping your toes into makeup, I'm pretty sure you're not going to want a thick, full coverage foundation. You might work your way up to that and when you start exploring what you like, but I definitely recommend this foundation for beginners because it's so lightweight, but definitely gives you more coverage than like a tinted moisturizer. Another favorite of mine is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation. This is their dewy one. So I have used their normal one and have gone through 2 bottles of it. And really do like it, but if I had to choose between that one and this one, I really do like the dewy one more. I just love how it just makes my skin look so healthy and glowy and just radiant. So if you're not into anything glowy, I would just use the original one, but this one I absolutely love. Again, it is their dewy version, and it's so good. If you want more coverage but you still want it to be lightweight, you're like, you know, even though you know already that you're going to be a full coverage type of girl, this is why I said it's going to be weird that I'm flip-flopping. I'm going from a foundation back to a CC cream, but this one I think, in my opinion, does offer more coverage than the foundations do, but it's still lightweight. So this is not going to be the same as like this. Well, these two are definitely not going to be the same. This one's going to be super light coverage. This one's going to be more of your like higher medium to full coverage. So do not get these confused. Even though this one's a tinted moisturizer and this was a CC cream, this is kind of like the It Cosmetics, where it applies basically like a foundation, only it's so lightweight. It feels like you're applying this, but you're getting super coverage like if you were applying a foundation. So this one has so much good skincare in it. Plus it has SPF 30 in it, and it's affordable. I mean, it is $14. It's probably the most expensive. I think it might be pretty close to this one, but I think out of all of them that I showed you, it's probably the most expensive, but it's so worth it. And it's e.l.f. I love e.l.f. But yeah, so this one is also a really good one to start off with. So for concealer, I actually have 2. So this one is not really a concealer, but it is like if you're more into that tinted moisturizer, very light coverage type of look, then this one I think would be great for you. This one is from Milani. It's our Supercharged Brightening Under Eye Tint. Mine is in the shade 120 Peach, which is in the middle. They do have 3 shades. And it's not super full coverage. Again, it's just a tint and like a corrector. So you just dab it under your eyes. And honestly, guys, it doesn't make your skin, like it doesn't make your under eyes crease at all. So I definitely recommend this if you are more on the lighter coverage side. But if you are more on the fuller coverage side or medium coverage and you definitely want more, you know, coverage under those eyes, I recommend the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. Now, if you have an issue with your under eyes breaking up a lot and you might want something a little bit more matte, they do have the normal camo concealer from e.l.f. It is the one with the black lid. This one is more hydrating though, so I think it's more flattering. It's like less drying, of course, under the eye. It's definitely more moisturizing. So this one's in the shade Medium Peach, but definitely love these e.l.f. concealers. and it's definitely a higher fuller coverage concealer that I would keep in my collection. The one from CoverGirl, the True Blend under eye concealer, that one is a really good one as well. I can't believe I forgot it, but I'll show you what it looks like right here. That one is one of my favorites, and the Milani one too, the Milani this one. Yeah, those are, I recommend all of them. They're all so freaking good, and those would be the ride or die concealers. High-end drugstore, if I had to choose just 3 concealers, it would be e.l.f., Milani, and CoverGirl. Like, those are just my everyday concealers. There is another one that I think is also going to be part of that list, but I just recently bought it, just started trying it out. Haven't talked about it at all yet on my channel, and I've been really liking it. So, but I haven't used it enough to really recommend it or talk about it in one of these videos. So yeah. To set your makeup, I do have, again, I have like 4 powders to show you, because at the end of the day, it's what you guys like and want. So a really great affordable foundation, a very great affordable powder is from Wet n Wild. Again, their Photo Focus line. This one's just in translucent. It just kind of have like a light, like nude color to it, but it's nothing, you know, where it's going to show up on your skin, I don't think. But this one is so good. This one I think is very comparable to like a higher end face powder, and it's so good. It just makes your skin look so filtered, your pores disappear. I really like this powder. If you can get your hands on it, definitely get it. Another loose setting powder that I think is 100% worth it. It's not exactly drugstore, but you can get it at Sally's Beauty or online, and it's from the Collab brand. And it is, again, it's affordable. It's not high end. And this one is in the shade Set the Stage Ultra Fine Loose Setting Powder. And this one is in the shade Set the Stage, I believe. But this one is so freaking good, guys. Again, it's almost the same as the Wet n Wild, maybe a little bit better. Does cost a little bit more, but it is so freaking good. And again, this will be competing with your big boys, your higher brands, but at a cheaper price. So this one's good. If you guys might not be into loose powders, you're like, listen, they get everywhere. It's all over my clothes. It's everywhere. I don't have time for that. I don't like loose powders. I don't think I'm gonna like loose powders. I do have 2 not loose powders. So this one's actually a finishing powder. This one is from number 7. It is their Lift and Illuminate Triple Action Finishing Powder in the shade Light Medium. For me, if I was going to use this under my eyes, which I sometimes do, I do want to get this in a lighter shade just for my under eye area, but this one's perfect for setting my whole face. And this one, guys, is so good. I know I look a little dewy, but it's because I didn't set my face today. I only set my under eyes, so I left the rest of my face just looking fresh and dewy. But yeah, this one, guys, is so good. A lot of people compare this to the Charlotte Tilbury one. I mean, it almost even looks like it. It's like in the same packaging, kind of. But this one, guys, is so smooth. Guys, if you feel this powder, it feels so silky, and it literally just puts a filter on your face. Okay, it blurs out everything. Seriously amazing, and there's no kickback or anything. So when I'm in a rush, I do like to use this type of powder because I can just put my brush in, set, and go, and not have to worry about like dumping and tapping and all that stuff. So definitely recommend. If you guys don't want to look super matte, but you want to set your face, but you just don't want to look just flat and you want to still look glowy, I recommend this one. So this one is from NYX. It is their No Filter finishing powder again. And this one is in the shade Light Beige. They do have different shades. And this one is so good. It just like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, it just gives you like a nice sheen to your face, but not like, it doesn't make you look like a disco ball or like a highlighter, but it's seriously, it's just so beautiful to dust it all over your face to set your makeup or set your BB creams or your CC creams or whatever, your tinted moisturizers, because I don't like that tacky feel. So if I want something that's going to look lightweight, I will use this. That way I can still get the glow but not look matte and heavy and cakey, if that makes sense. For blush, I didn't want to make this video super long and have like 5 options of every category. So automatically for blush, if you guys are looking for a blush and it's affordable, I recommend the Wet n Wild blushes. They are so good. They have them in like matte blushes. They have ones with shimmer. This one is like more of a matte one. This one is in the shade Mellow Wine, and I love this shade. But I feel like you can't go wrong. They're super, super, super affordable, and they're so good. So if you're looking for a new blush, there you go. Bronzer, that is foolproof. That is going to just blend with ease, and you're not gonna need to be there blending for days. It is the primer infused blushes from e.l.f. This one's in the shade Forever Sun-Kissed. Guys, these bronzers are amazing. e.l.f. has amazing bronzers, but these Chef's Kiss, amazing. Okay, everyone's doing the Chef's Kiss. I don't know why, but anyways, amazing. So again, it's e.l.f. It's affordable. If you need a bronzer and you don't want to be worried about it and it's your first time applying a bronzer, here you go. Highlights, guys. This highlight supposedly is a dupe for the Anastasia Beverly Hills Amrezy highlighter, the one that is discontinued. I don't have that highlighter, but a lot of people are starting to come out and say that it is a dupe. But guys, this highlighter is seriously amazing, okay? It's seriously amazing. And that's it on my finger. Gorgeous. You can blend it, sheer it out a bit if you want. But guys, when I'm telling you, like, look at that. Look at that. It is seriously just gorgeous, okay? Gorgeous. It is, of course, inexpensive. It's from Revlon, and it is the Skin Lights highlighter. This one's in Daybreak Glimmer. And so if you guys are looking for a highlighter, you want to dip your toes into the highlighter puddles, definitely recommend this one. I think this one is my favorite drugstore highlighter out of all my highlighters. If you do not want a highlighter that's going to be shining to the gods and back, this is a highlighter that is 100% an amazing highlighter. This highlighter is going to give you that, just like, there's no shimmer or glitter in it. It's just going to give you that like inner glow kind of look, like that no makeup look, but I'm drinking water, just that glow, you know. It's not gonna, you know, be anything intense. So let me just kind of swatch it. So this is where I swatched it, and you can see, like, you know what I mean? Like, you see the difference between this and this. Like, it's just way more subtle, and you can build it up for sure. But just one swipe, and it's just going to give you a little bit of a glow, a little bit of a lift, but it's not going to make you look super glowy and like a disco ball. So this one is another good one, and this one's from Essence. It's their Pure Nude Highlighter, and this one's in the shade Be My Highlight number 10. If you guys are looking for a cream bronzer or a cream blush, I didn't dip my toes into that category when I first started off with makeup. If I was just starting off with makeup, I feel like cream bronzer and cream blush would probably scare me a little bit because I wouldn't really know how to use it. But if you guys just right off the bat saying, hey, it's a thing, everyone's using it, I want to use it too, I want it in my makeup bag, then from e.l.f., these are what I recommend. So this one is the e.l.f. Cream Contour Palette. Guys, this cream bronzer or cream contour, it's amazing. You do not need to blend and put that much effort. It just melts into your skin. It looks seamless. It looks beautiful. It's pigmented enough, but not too pigmented where you're going to look muddy or anything or splotchy. It's seriously amazing. This one is just, you get all like different tones and shades, and then you do get like a cream highlight in here as well. It's not like it's more of a brightener, you know what I mean? It's not like a highlighter, cream highlighter, but I just use really these. Sometimes I dip into all three. Majority of the time though, I will dip into these two, and the summer is probably what I'll get use out of this if I do get more dark and tan. But right now I just kind of dip back and forth in between those two. But this is seriously amazing. If you want to go in that direction, this is for you. For blush, again from e.l.f., this is their new Putty Blushes, and I have like 3 different shades in this type of formula, and it's just, I like it. I don't think it's too pigmented where you're gonna have an issue blending it out. and it's just, you're not going to have a hard time working with it. It's pigmented enough where it's going to show up for you. You're not going to be there all day trying to like build it up and wonder what you're doing wrong. So I think that these are literally beautiful. And they kind of like set down a little bit too, so you're not gonna have like super glowy cheeks. Okay, so very quickly for brows, if you're just getting into brows, I'm not really showing any pomades because I feel like you're just figuring out how to do your brows, so you're not going to be going right in with a paint pot, you know what I mean? 2 brow pencils that I 100% recommend. Even the one from e.l.f. that looks just like this is like their micro precise brow pencil. I don't even know what it's called actually, but this one's from e.l.f. and this one is just like their normal white packaging e.l.f. pencil. Like this is kind of more of their original. This one is great. This one is not super like micro, so you're going to be able to fill in those brows and just do a very quick brow, and not be there all day with the micro one, you know. So they're just really great to just fill it in and go, and they're not going to break or anything on you. So these are super affordable. I think they're like $1 or $2, so affordable. And you get the spoolie at the end. This one is from Wet n Wild. It's their Ultimate Brow Micro Brow Pencil. And again, you get the spoolie, and then you do get your micro pencil that you don't want to wind up. You just want to keep it low because it will break if you put too much pressure. I feel like they all do. But this one's nice if you want to like make those fake brow hairs, or if you just want a lighter, you know, color look to your brows and you don't want nothing too heavy. This one, I feel like if you put too much pressure, it can give you that pomade, you know, fuller coverage kind of look to your brow. These, the micro ones, if you just do little hair strokes, it keeps it looking more natural. But they do take a little bit longer to fill in your brow if you have a lot to fill in though. But I love them both. And again, even the one from e.l.f., I use that one all up. But the micro one from e.l.f. is a good one too. To set your brows, this has been my ride or die. The Wow Brow, I think, from e.l.f., that one's a really good one as well. But this one is from Wet n Wild, and it's their Brow Obsessive Brow Shaping Gel. So I actually just went out and restocked on my brow gels because I go through them pretty quickly. This one's basically all done almost, but I have bought a backup of this one and a backup of my e.l.f. one because I finished that one already as well. But yeah, so this is just a tinted brow gel. You can get it in clear as well, but I think that I like the color because it just adds a little bit more coverage to your brows, make them look a little bit more fuller, but it kind of does set your brows down in place as well. So love it. And you can use this on its own. You don't even need to use a pencil first. You can just put this through your brow and call it a day. You don't even need to fill them in. For eyeliner, and when it comes to the drugstore, I haven't really explored too much when it comes to drugstore eyeliners, but my ride or die has always been the ones from Rimmel. And this one is in, I don't know what the shade this one is in. I just talked about it earlier in another video, but I used to love the black one as well. You don't have that one anymore in my collection, but if you guys are looking for a pencil eyeliner, the ones from Rimmel are really great. I'll have everything linked below that I'm mentioning, so that way you can kind of see what it looks like when it's fresh and not 5 million years old. Mascaras, I have 2 mascaras that I just recommend. This one is from from Essence, and this one is the Lash Princess False Lash Effect Mascara. This one is such a great mascara. This is my second one. I have finished one already, and then I did take a break from it and just recently repurchased it, and it's a amazing mascara. It's like $4.99 I believe, or $5.99, but it's so inexpensive and it's such a great mascara. Another one that I recommend 100% is the Lash Sensational Sky High Mascara. Anything from Maybelline in their Lash Sensational line is amazing. I love their mascaras. So even the original Lash Sensational Mascara, the one that looks like this, hands down, I still like that one better than this one. But this one's really good. Like, this comes to a close second. So if you're looking for a super affordable drugstore mascara, I recommend anything really from the Lash Sensational line from Maybelline, or this one here. I know a lot of people talk about the L'Oreal one, the Lash Paradise one. That one didn't wow me, so I'm not going to recommend it, but if you want to try it, I know that one's a popular one too. And then last but not least, eyeshadow. So I know when it comes to drugstore, it is still kind of like a hit and miss when you're buying eyeshadows from the drugstore, although I do feel like they're up in their game, you know, they're starting to get up there. I think right off the bat, if you're just looking for like a cute little quad and nothing, you know, crazy, then the bite size eyeshadows from e.l.f. are amazing. This one's in the shade Pumpkin Pie. Guys, this is just my everyday palette. I wish I would have used this more for fall, but I'll use it. I definitely will. But it is so good, and it's like $4, $4, $3. I don't even know. It's so inexpensive, but it's so good. So if you just want something, and they have all different shapes, all different colors. If you're just looking for something small and cute and affordable, definitely recommend these. If you do want a bigger palette, but you don't want anything from like Ulta or Sephora, and you just want something affordable, but that's going to do the trick, I recommend the Profusion eyeshadow palettes. Guys, these are so affordable. So affordable. Like, I'm talking like this, I don't even remember. I'll put the price. Again, the prices are here somewhere, but like, look how cheap that is. Look how cheap that is, because I know this is cheap. But the quality is so freaking good. Like, the quality of these eyeshadows. And again, they have so many different color stories. So if you are not this type of person and you want maybe more color or whatever, but guys, look at these shades. They're literally amazing. I know it doesn't look like I used this palette, but I promise you I did. It's just I have so many eyeshadow palettes that it's hard for any of my eyeshadow palettes to look like I used them. But yeah, I recommend. They have all different types of sizes as well. They have one that's even bigger than this, and they have smaller ones as well. But definitely Profusion is definitely one of the best eyeshadow palettes at the drugstore. Just saying. If you just wanted to add a little bit more pajam to your eyes, I feel like instead of going out and buying like a Stila glitter eyeshadow, the ones from e.l.f. are super affordable. This one's in the shade Flirty Birdie, and it is just like a super pretty, like glittery liquid eyeshadow. So these are super, super pretty on the eye and super nice and easy to use if you were looking to get into these types of things. So yeah, definitely recommend this as well. And then for liquid eyeliner, right now my favorite liquid eyeliner from the drugstore is from NYX, and it's their Epic Ink Liner. Apparently this is like a very popular eyeliner. This one is brush tip though, so if you guys are not really into brush tip liquid eyeliners, you might not like this, but it is just super, super pigmented. And it goes very well over glitter eyeshadow. I usually have a hard time finding a liquid liner that will glide over glitter eyeshadow and stay pigmented. This one does a really good job at that, so definitely recommend this for liquid eyeliner. Setting spray. So all your makeup's on, you gotta set everything. I sometimes set my powder before I do anything else, just to prevent me from looking powdery. But usually people set their makeup right at the end. So the two setting sprays, I have two setting sprays that I really, 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 really like, and definitely would recommend. The one from Morphe, like their continuous mist one, that one's a really good one as well. But if you're not looking to go to Ulta and you just want to go to like Walmart or something, these are very good. Although this one's not at Walmart. This one would be either online or like at CVS or someplace where they sell Flower Beauty. But this one is from Flower Beauty. You can't really tell because the Flower Beauty words are off of it. But this is the Seal the Deal Hydrating Setting Spray Dewy Finish. So again, if you're dry or if you look cakey and you need a little bit more hydration, you just kind of spray this on the mist. I don't even know if you can see that, but it's so like light and it's not gonna like spit at you. Mine's almost gone, but this one's a really good one. If you want one that's gonna just hold on to that makeup and make it last all day, this one is supposed to be a good dupe for the Urban Decay All Nighter one. This one is the Stay All Night Micro Fine Setting Spray up to 16-hour wear. This one is a good one. The only thing about this one is sometimes the nozzle does get stuck, so you have to kind of like run it under like warm water. But this one is one that will really like lock in your makeup. This will be great for like summertime, or again, if you are just very oily and you need something that's really going to hold your makeup in place, this one is great. And again, it's from e.l.f., so affordable. Of course, this is all affordable, guys. Oh, I almost forgot lips. So for lips, I feel like there's just so many different lip options out there. You know, liquid lip, regular lip, lip gloss. It's just a lot. So I think for beginners, I don't think anyone's gonna really like a liquid lip right from the beginning, because I feel like they're gonna feel dry and you're just like, ew, what is this on my lips? So I just have your basic tube lipsticks, and they're from Wet n Wild, so they're not gonna be expensive. And I have them in 2 from Wet n Wild. Now the shades are gonna vary on you and what you like. I think I have like 3 different shades of each category. So this one is in the shade Skin Knee Dipping. And this one's a matte. So the black ones are matte, and it's kind of like a Pat McGrath sort of packaging in a way, but they're so freaking good. And they are matte, so they're gonna last a little bit longer on the lips, but they are not drying at all, in my opinion. The other 2 I have are in Bare It All, which is kind of like this color here. Love that one as well. But my favorite is in the shade Never Nude. And guys, this is what this one looks like. This one is seriously one of my favorites. A lot of Wet n Wild lip products are so freaking good when it comes to their liquid lips, their lip glosses, just so much. All their stuff is really, really good. And even their High Shine Brilliance lipsticks as well. This one is in the shade Peach Please. Peach Please. And this is like a nice like summer peachy nude shade. And then I also have it in the shade Pinky Ring, right? Yeah, Pinky Ring, which is this shade right here. And then this one is in the shade Mad for Mauve, and it's just this type of shade. So these are amazing if you're looking for like some new lip products. For lip liner, I love the ones from Milani. And I also love the ones from ColourPop. So I do have more lip liners, but if I had to choose like 2, Milani and ColourPop are like my favorite when it comes to affordability. And then for lip gloss, Maybelline Lifter glosses are seriously amazing. They're like apparently a dupe for the Fenty lip glosses. Like it still gives you that like very high shine, juicy, plump lips. But it's not going to be sticky, you know? So they have different shades. The shade Moon, which I do have that shade, but not near me, is the one that's supposed to be like a real dupe for the Fenty lip gloss, like her original gloss bomb that she came out with. This one is in the shade just 001 Pearl. And it's a really nice lip gloss. This one's not my favorite out of all of them though. This is just the one that I had close by, but their lifter glosses are freaking amazing. Definitely recommend them. And then I also wanted to recommend the Essence Shine Wet Look Lip Gloss. Amazing lip gloss, and they kind of smell like a fruity candy too. So they have several shades as well, but the clear one, everyone needs a clear gloss. These are amazing as well. So hopefully this video wasn't too long. Hopefully I gave you really good recommendations. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Comment down below what you guys are loving at the drugstore. Let me know, you know, share the tea with everybody else. Guys, we are almost at 100 subscribers. We are at 95 subscribers. Oh, I'm so excited, humble but excited. So yeah, so if you are not a subscriber already, please join the family. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, as well as hit that notification bell. That way you will not be missing any future uploads from me. Until next time, guys, bye.